All right, let's get into it. Today, we're going to break down a classic 4-mark GCSE pentagon problem. And look, this isn't just about getting the right answer at the end. It's about making sure you scoop up every single mark along the way. We're going to walk through the exact method the examiners are looking for, step by step.
So here it is, question 6 from a non-calculator paper. We've got a pentagon, a few clues about its angles, and really just one mission. Find the size of angle A. Now, it might look a little complicated at first, but stick with me. It's all about following a really clear, logical method.
Okay, first things first. Before we even think about a formula or doing any math, we have to organize the information we're given. Let's just lay out all the clues the question gives us to work with.
So what's the story here? Well, we know it's a pentagon. That's key. We get a solid number for angle B, 155 degrees. But then, look at angles A, D, and E. They're all described in terms of angle C. That's a massive hint. It tells us that if we can just figure out what C is, we can unlock everything else.
So before we can solve for any one angle, we need to know the total. What do all the angles inside a pentagon have to add up to? Figuring this out is how we bag our very first mark.
And here is the formula you absolutely need. For any polygon, doesn't matter how many sides, you just take the number of sides, n, subtract 2, and then multiply that by 180. This is one of those rules you really want to have locked away in your memory.
So let's actually do it. For our pentagon, n is 5. So we do 5 minus 2, which gives us 3. Then it's 3 times 180. You can do this in your head, right? 3 times 100 is 300, and 3 times 80 is 240. Add those together, and you get 540 degrees. That is our magic number.
So here's the bottom line. All 5 of those angles, A, B, C, D, and E, must combine to make 540 degrees. That single fact is the foundation for our entire solution.
Okay, we've got our total, and we've got our clues. Now it's time to put them together and build an algebraic equation. Setting this equation up perfectly is exactly what gets you that second mark.
We start with the simple truth. All 5 angles add up to the total we just found. Easy enough. But right now, this equation has way too many different letters floating around. We need to simplify it.
And this is where all those clues from the start come back into play. We swap out A for C, we pop in 155 for B, C just stays as it is, we replace D with 3C and E with 2C. And just like that, we've got a much nicer equation with only one unknown variable, C.
Now we just have to tidy this up. Let's combine all the C terms. We have 1C plus another C plus 3C plus 2C. That all adds up to 7C. So our clean, workable equation is 7C plus 155 equals 540. Getting to this exact point earns you that second method mark.
All right, we are on the home stretch now. We've built our equation, all that's left is to solve it, and, crucially, make sure we answer the actual question they asked. This is where we win those last 2 marks.
First step to solving this, we need to get that 7C term all by itself. So to do that, we're going to subtract 155 from both sides of the equation.
And now for the subtraction itself, 540 minus 155. Let's see. 540 minus 100 is 440. Then take away 50 is 390, and take away the last 5 is 385. So we've got 7C equals 385.
So to find what just one C is worth, we have to divide 385 by 7. Let's do a little bus stop method in our heads. How many 7s in 38? Well, that's 5, with a remainder of 3. So we carry the 3 over, which leaves us with 35. How many 7s in 35? Exactly 5. So C equals 55. And getting that value is worth the third method mark.
Awesome. C is 55. We're done, right? But hang on. This is such a classic trap. It's so easy to stop here and just lose that final easy mark. You have to, always, double-check what the question actually wanted.
Ah, there it is. The question asks for the size of angle A. Now let's rewind all the way back to our first slide of clues. What do we know about the relationship between A and C? That's right, they were equal.
So, if C is 55 degrees, then angle A must also be 55 degrees. And that right there is our final answer. That's what gets us the fourth and final mark.
So, let's just recap the path to full marks. You get a method mark for finding the 540 degrees. You get another one for building that correct equation. a third one for the process of solving it, and that final accuracy mark for the answer, 55. By showing each of these clear steps, you're not just finding an answer, you're showing the examiner you understand the whole process. And that is the key to guaranteeing a perfect score.